he might be Vincent his dang self. Ren might be Vincent, and he can connect himself to the Jenny Screech and Violet story. And then all of a sudden, the narrator of Jenny Screech and Violet is a character now. Vincent's tale. Turn it up.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers wilt when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of mad.
Sorry, I gotta run it back. Cause dang, it's been a while since I heard Ren's voice, bro. Pause, but it feels good to hear his voice again, man. It feels good to hear his voice again. Sheesh.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers wilt when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Let's go!
Blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Man, so this Vincent right here. Who the hell is Vincent though? Is he connected with the Jenny Screech and Violet? Is he a character there, or is this just like another? He's starting a new tale, maybe, right? He's starting a new tale, possibly, because he dropped Violet's tale at the end. I didn't even know Violet's tale was connected, and thank God I waited and did all three of them at one time. So shout out to Jenny Screech and Violet. That story was crazy. So who's Vincent? Vincent's not a part of that story though, right? Because there was no Vincent mentioned. I had to go listen to the Jenny Screech and Violet one just to feel. I'm like, yo, did I miss something? Like who? And you know, I don't always catch all of Ren's posts either. So it's like I don't know if he explained this or anything like that. But I'm just like, yo, who in the hell is Vincent? Shout out to Shasta Alexander with the $10 dono. Appreciate you for the support. Love you, Shasta. Love you, Shasta. You know how I feel about you. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So I mean, Vincent's important. We know that. We know that. I know y'all watched this already. Kind of talking to myself at this point. Woo! Love the imagery. It's still it is giving me the ironically it is giving me not ironically but it is giving me the vibes of the Jenny Screech and Violet. It is giving me the vibes. I know the music is different, but the intensity still feels the same. And I know he was in the street with it, and it was more like, you know, a live performance type situation. He's still, the atmosphere is still there, though. I feel like we're picking up from that story. Emily!
Oh, what a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines, planting seeds where the grass never grows.
Facts.
But the grass, it stays greener in places unknown as we all fall down.
Oh, we're gonna talk about these lyrics. That boy, this is the Ren. Hey, this is the Ren I like.
In London town, shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud, never surrender.
Could Vincent be the father though? Could Vincent be the father, right? Because you got, look, the Violet story threw me off too. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Violet story was like, oh, okay, what the hell? So now I feel like they're kind of doing the okie doke. They're doing it again. You feel me? And why not? Like, make it interesting. Make it like, you know, Ren. He's a puzzle guy. He likes to play with people. He likes to play with the renegades' minds. He likes to just drive us crazy and make us think, which is awesome. That's why I love Ren. He's a thought-provoking artist. He's gonna make you think, boy. He's gonna make you think. Ooh, I like that. Hey. You hear it? Vincent. The wild thing is, Ren is whatever this is. Ren is playing a character in this because there's a lot of focus on him. As far as the Jenny Screech and Violet, there wasn't much focus on. He was just narrating. He did some narrating today, but he was just narrating. You know, he wasn't anyone of character in the Jenny Screech and Violet story. So, interestingly enough, he's looking very important in this video. I know they was focusing on Vincent in the beginning, but he's looking pretty important right now. So, listen, there's a way he could tie this all together. Listen, I don't know. He might be Vincent his dang self. Ren might be Vincent, and he can connect himself to the Jenny Screech and Violet story. Like he can, and then all of a sudden, the narrator of Jenny Screech and Violet is a character now. Now Ren in that street telling that story, narrating. Now he can actually become a character. He can connect himself through this video to that person who was narrating. I don't know how, but he can do it. We just guessing at this point. I don't know. We got 91 in the chat. Come on, let's get 100 in here. Let's get 100 likes. We got 95 likes. There it goes. What is happening right now? This is a new tale. This is something new. This is something new, y'all. This is something new. Did he reveal anything on the Twitch? Did he give y'all answers and stuff? This is something new. They in prison. He's looking like the illest of our time, Ren, right now. So he's walking around the prison system. He's in the street looking like the one that was narrating Jenny Screech. Listen, why are you plugging that in there? He just plugged in the Jenny Screech and Violet clip of him in the street. He maybe want us to think Vincent is the guy in the beginning, but he may be Vincent. Yeah, like that's giving me vibes of. First of all, that beat is hard. That beat is knocking right now. Whatever beat that was, that joint is hard. The beginning with the Jenny Screech and Violet, that little alleyway with the guitar. Okay, he had that pea coat on with the little scarf. I mean, he didn't have that. Actually, he didn't have that pea coat on. He had like a jumpsuit on. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing really. I think he's just messing with us is what he's doing. And this is all Illness of Our Time vibes right now. When he had the white Scully with the white tee, and he was on that street. He was on that time in that video where he was like looking for he was looking for problems, right? And now he's locked up, ends up in prison. Now he's with Vincent. Vincent must be a killer. So maybe that is Vincent, the other guy, and Vincent's a killer, and now he's locked up with Vincent. And him and Vincent, to continue the Vincent's tale, him and Vincent are gonna talk to each other or somehow narrate the continuation of the story in prison. That's where the video's gonna pick up. I feel the next video. Let's just guess. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just guess. We had 100 likes. What's up, chat? Feel that. He's beatboxing in there with Vincent. So maybe this is probably a new tale, right? Because they're vibing. So these dudes they probably killers though. They probably did something, right? But they're vibing. They're not connected. Because that story of Vincent Screech and Violet, it's not a horror story, but it's a very sad story. So like they're not gonna be in here beatboxing. So I must say right now it's not connected, and he's starting a new tale, which would probably be better for him, refreshing, and make it fun or whatever. It's new ideas, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's going on with these dudes? They're homeboys right now. I'm telling you, the next video is probably gonna be in prison, rapping. July 31st? What's today? 17th? Okay, that's the day before my album drop. We'll be back then. He's still being Ren. Like he's actually still being that narrator from Jenny Screech and Violet. He still sounds like that person who was narrating that story. You know what I mean? He still sounds like that same person. So I'm curious to where he's gonna bring this to. I'm excited though. I'm happy about this. I'm excited for sure. Shout out to Ren, man. Okay, Vincent's Tale, man. We here. Ren is finally here. He did his thing with Money Ties and he did his thing with Slaughterhouse. But you can even tell, even from those two projects, that it wasn't the beginning of onslaught videos dropping, songs dropping. This seems more like the beginning of what it's about to. We're about to embark on another Ren run. And this is probably going to be his biggest run, bigger than last year. Because last year, people picked up on it, but what they did was they were late to the train. Like me, I was late to the train. So people picked up on Ren, and they picked up on a whole bunch of old records, new records. So we were late to it. So I'm going to run it back one time. I'm just going to play it straight through this time, though, because I really want to pay attention a little better.
Such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down.
So this dude looked like he just got back from murdering somebody. He's sitting here about to smoke a black and mild.
In London town, shaky ground.
Thank you, Maureen, for that anonymous 10. Appreciate your support. Absolutely. That's big love. Appreciate you.
Carries me, rains down.
Bro, that right there. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That note right there, I actually haven't heard that note from Ren at all. Not like that. Like I've heard him hit those strong notes when he's busking out there with Sam and the gang. But what he just did just then, that sounds like today's Ren. That's a new note, you feel me? Same note, different aggression, a little more age on it, you feel me? And just a little more maturity on that note right there. Because old Ren, younger Ren, softer tone voice Ren would have cracked a little bit on there, you feel me? Just a little bit on that note. And he didn't crack. He came through powerful on that note. And I gotta say, that's what excites me. It's new Ren, bro.
Town, shaky ground carries me, rains down.
I don't know, bro. I haven't heard that yet. I haven't heard that note right there from Ren. Not with that type of aggression, not with everything. I'm not saying it's a crazy high note. I'm just saying the passion and conviction behind that freaking note right there is just, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of chills, man. It gives me a little bit of chills. Manny Marie sent an anonymous $10. I know I acknowledged it already. I said thank you, Marie. Appreciate the dono. Now they spamming me. See, they busy typing. They're not even hearing me. They're not hearing me talk no more. Ashley in the chat. What up, Ash?
Blind.
LC. Boricua. Sand Panther. Sand Panther in the chat. It's a cool name. Sand Panther.
Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Love it.
Blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Oh, that beat right there is nasty. What up, Just Jolene?
Here lie the corpses of corporate machines, planting seeds where the grass never grows, but the grass it stays green.
This production is dope though. Like even the little ad libs in the back, like all that stuff matters, man. When you're conducting music, you know, Ren is like one of those dudes, right? He's one of those dudes, like he's an in studio conductor. You know that when he's in the studio recording these things, he's like, hold on, I'm hearing things in the background. Play that again. Let my vocals play. I'm gonna add some things in the back. Or whatever it is he's doing, right? He's adding all these little sounds, these little tidbit sounds in the background that really just adds character to the record. It's not just singing or hitting notes or rapping and spitting bars. It's like, what can I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna rap, I'm gonna do that. Now, what can I add to it? Because he has to stand unique. It's his whole trajectory on what he's doing with his music, why he's up and up is because he goes the extra mile. He goes the extra mile with creativity. He adds extra smoke. He wants his signature to be on these records. Now, a lot of rappers, a lot of artists don't have signatures. They have familiar voices, familiar notes, and it becomes typical when it's repeated. But when you have a signature that's not loud, signatures are things that are not meant to be so in your face. It's something under the beat. It could be about the music. It could be about whatever you do with your voice, but typically you're not trying to put your signature out on the forefront. It's behind things. You feel me? That way, some people catch it, some people don't. That's the beauty about it. You know what I'm saying? The people who are really listening are going to understand, oh, this is his signature sound, or this is his signature type of beat that he likes to perform on. So, yeah, Ren, he has many signatures. That's the dope thing about him, because he has musical signatures, I believe, and he has a lot of vocal signatures, and he has a lot of ad-lib signatures. You feel me? And all of that. He has a lot of signatures when it comes to like how he produces music. So that's why I call him he's a conductor of music. He's more than a producer. He's more than an artist. He is a conductor of music. He is in full control. You know, he's the conductor and he's the musician and he's the vocalist and he's, you know, the orchestrator. Like he is a conductor of his own music, of his own life too. He shows you that no matter what the hell he's going through, he's gonna be in control. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter that he's down. It doesn't matter that, you know, his illness got him feeling low or he's really down and out right now. He's still going to show up. He's still going to communicate with the fans. He's going to keep us in the loop, right? While also anticipating further projects to let you know that I'm down now, but I'm about to be back up soon and I'm going to be okay. Like this ain't the end of me. So I love that connection he builds with his community. I get inspired by that. You know, I get inspired by that incisiveness. Like he's so insightful with the community. It's like, what other artist is like that? What other artist drops a song and then just goes live on Twitch and just talks to you about maybe the song or maybe just about their day? You know, our artists don't do that. They drop and then they keep talking about, you know, they keep promoting. They're only going to go live if they're going to promote. They're only going to go live if they're benefiting monetarily from it. But they don't realize how much benefiting they'd be doing if they connected with the community, because what you're doing is creating, you're strengthening that relationship. So you're strengthening that respect that they have for you, and you're strengthening that admiration that they have for you just by being somewhat close enough to be touched. It feels like you could touch them. You know what I'm saying? You're being, what's that called? You're being available. He's very available.
In places unknown as we all fall down.
That's still Money Game remnants, you know what I'm saying? As far as like content matter, right? It's like a lot of Money Game 2 and a lot of Money Game 3 content that he's talking about right there. Not so much because he talks about a lot of that all the time, but that's where it brings me.
Is unknown as we
just you know, planting seeds in places you know, unknown, or they're planting seeds in where no grass is grown. You know what I'm saying? They're high, the greener grasses are in these places unknown because they're hiding. They're hiding, or they're keeping all that stuff from us, and and they're setting us up for failure. No soil. That's where they're trying to put us. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, the crazy thing is, some of us find a little spot and we grow and we flourish and we become these beautiful flowers, and we become an example for others who are struggling to reach the sun and grow as well, right? No pun intended. Sunflowers, a song, but stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's what his representation is: finding those wet spots in that dead area where the soil's dry, and still being able to flourish in, like Tupac said, Rose from the Concrete. Ren reminds me a lot of Tupac, bro. A lot of Tupac. The messaging he does, a lot of Tupac messaging, and the poeticness. He's very poetic, as Tupac was, right? And he's very communicative. Tupac talked a lot on his songs. Ren talks a lot online and stuff like that, but he's a narrator of his raps, which is much more interesting than just rapping bars. It's much more interesting when you can create something to follow, because if you're narrating, you're following a story, you're paying closer attention when someone's narrating, when somebody has the tone of a narrator, and it helps when you got a nice voice. Ren has a dope voice to listen to. Tupac had an amazing voice. Everybody loves Tupac's voice. So, like, the voices matter, and the narration, the stylistic ways of telling stories keeps people in tune, intrigued.
Fall down in London town, shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud, never surrender.
That's another thing. Like, that's another key thing that might have happened on accident in the studio, and Ren conducted that joint right back into the record. And you know what I'm saying? It's just, now it's a thread. Now it's a thread, an obvious thread in the record, which creates what? Signature. It creates signature. That's what that's doing. It's creating ways for you to be able to identify him in his art. You know what I'm saying? Not just like, oh, Ren is rapping on a beat that someone else made. Oh, this don't even sound like a Ren beat. Oh, this is fire. A lot of dudes are rappers. A lot of dudes get in the booth, record, smoke a blunt, and leave and go to the strip club or whatever, collect their money and keep it moving. He's a craftsman. He's not working on the material. A lot of rappers only work on the material that they're gonna put out. Ren is probably in his studio working on his craft, getting practices. Ren is creating scrimmages before the big game, and we never hear the scrimmages. But he's creating these scrimmages on the big game. He's getting a lot of practice in on the big game. He's been shooting from that corner spot all day. Like Kobe, he shot 1,000 shots in that corner spot, and he shot until he made 1,000 shots, I should say, right? Until he made 1,000 shots in that corner spot. Then he came right under the hoop and just did that same underhand right under the hoop, right? That's a craftsman working on his craft to perfect his craft. You feel me? To as best as his ability. I feel like Ren is one of those artists, man. And that's where his respect needs to come from. Not for the fact that he's a good singer or a good rapper. That's like, a lot of people are good singers. A lot of people are good rappers. You feel me? How much more impressive is that going to be for us? How much longer are we going to be impressed by just good raps? I want to be impressed by the story. I want to be impressed by the person. I want to be impressed by the morale, the standard of the type of person you are, and I want to be impressed with your relationship with your community. Then I'll throw you on the playlist. Then I'll be like, oh, this dude's the truth. Why? Because he sounds good, he raps good, but also he's about it, and I believe it. I believe he's really about these words. Because when there's conviction behind statements, they hold weight. You know what I'm saying? And Ren holds a lot of weight. These dudes could barely hold water. Signature. That's just signature. Interesting that he's such a center of attention. Yeah. We're halfway through the video, and now for the remaining half, Ren is the center of attention. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Good production. As far as video, good production. This beat right here. Shout out to Ren, man. Shout out to Ren. That was fire, man. I'm excited. Can't wait to see that one. Can't wait to see that one.